Sri Akal, Adab. Welcome to Nanbai. This is me Ankita, and today we're making an Indian flag tricolor cake. So I've been really excited about this video. One, it's an Indian flag cake, of course, and then the three flavors are my most favorite flavors. Whether it's Indian sweets or whether it's desserts, I really like these flavors. So the orange cake is flavored with orange and saffron. The white one is flavored with rose, and the green one with cardamom. And I'm going to be layering these cakes with whipped cream between each layer and on the top. And then I will be slicing these cakes, and they'll be like individual sized, serving pieces. So these three cakes, I've made three separate videos just in case you don't want to go through the whole video watching all the three flavors. So you have access to all the three flavors separately. And in this video, I'm going to be assembling the cakes, and I will also show you how to make a really good whipped cream. A whipped cream that does not become floppy the moment you look away from it. So I cannot hold my excitement anymore. So let's quickly jump into it. First we'll make the whipped cream, and then we'll assemble our cakes. So I have the three cakes, and they're nice and cold. After they were done, I did put them in the refrigerator for a while so that it's nice and cool before I started icing them. Now, the whipped cream. So whipped cream is actually it's one of the easiest things to make, but it's also the trickiest. Sometimes, we over whip it or we under whip it, and it's not the right consistency. So how do you make the perfect whipped cream? Little things that will actually change the end result. So what I like to do is the bowl in which I'm about to whip the cream, I keep that in the refrigerator for about 30 minutes, or if you are in a hurry, just keep it in the freezer for about 5 to 10 minutes till the bowl is really cold. And if you're using a stand mixer, keep the bowl of the stand mixer and the whisk attachment in the fridge or the freezer depending on your requirement. Today I'm not using any mixer. I'm going to do it by hand. Actually, if it's a small amount, I always feel I have better control over it if I'm doing it by hand, manually, rather than using a mixer. So this is not a very big quantity, so I'm just going to use my hand, and this is a balloon whisk. You could use a regular whisk, and the bowl is nice and cold, the whisk is nice and cold, the cream is absolutely right out of the fridge, and I'm using powdered sugar. Powdered sugar, when you're adding to whipped cream, just sift it. You don't want sugar lumps in the whipped cream. That makes it like grainy, gritty. You want a nice, smooth, light and fluffy whipped cream. So I have about 1.5 cup whipped cream here, which is cold right out of the fridge, like I just said. And I'm going to put this in this big bowl. And if you want to be like extra sure that the whipped cream whips nicely, you could even keep this bowl in another bowl which has ice in it. That will ensure that while you're whipping, the cream, it doesn't kind of become warm. But that is only useful if you're doing it by hand. So I'm not going to do that right now. But the sugar, we don't add right away. I'm going to start whisking it first, and once it starts changing the consistency, then I'll start adding the sugar. Now it is just a little thicker than when I started out, like just a little bit, just a little bit. At this point, I'm going to start adding the powdered sugar. So I have a sieve and 1 spoon at a time, or maybe half a spoon at a time, because we don't want to make it too sweet. It's almost there, still a little runny, it's almost there. But before I add any more sugar, I am going to taste it. Okay, maybe just a little bit more sugar. At this stage, if you want, you could also add vanilla to it. I'm not adding vanilla because I don't want the vanilla flavor to overpower any of the cake flavors at all. But please do add vanilla if you're making a regular cake or using whipped cream on anything. It is beautiful with whipped cream. Now, if you're using this whipped cream right away, that's great. If you are going to use it in a few minutes or maybe in a couple of hours, you can always cover it up with cling wrap and then put it in the refrigerator. It's going to be totally fine when you take it out. I'm going to stop right here with this whipped cream. As you can see, it's looking very nice and beautiful. It's still smooth. And we have stiff peaks. It's not falling down. We have nice stiff peaks. So a couple things. If you don't have powdered sugar at home and you're using your regular sugar and you make it into powdered sugar and then add it. Now the one that you make at home does not have cornstarch. So add a couple tablespoons cornstarch to, while you're whipping up your cream, sift it with the powdered sugar before you add it, and that will be as good as the powdered sugar that we buy from the supermarket. Also, if you happen to overwhip your cream, how do you save that? If you overwhip your cream, add some more regular whipping cream from the refrigerator, nice cold whipping cream, and gently mix it in and give it a gentle whisk, and your overwhipped whipped cream will come back to normal. It will become nice and smooth and beautiful. Also, how do you flavor whipped cream? So whipped cream is pretty easy to flavor. In fact, it's very easy to flavor whipped cream, and the end result is always very delicious. You don't want to get into the complicated process of making buttercream. Whipped cream, you can flavor it as nicely as let's say buttercream. So before it reaches stiff peaks, that is the stage when it's soft peaks, like the droopy peaks. That is when you flavor it, whether it's fruit purees or vanilla or any kind of essence or extract. That is the time when you put it in and mix it properly. So just follow these steps and you can make this whipped cream beautifully light and airy whipped cream. Super easy. You will never want to buy whipped cream ever again, in those cans from the market. Trust me. So this is ready, and I'll quickly clean this area up a little bit, and then we'll quickly assemble our cakes. Okay, so now we're just going to start assembling the cake. A little bit of whipped cream in the bottom. So that is it with the icing. I'm not putting it on the sides because I want it, the colors to show. And I'll put this in the refrigerator for about 20 minutes just so that the whipped cream settles down. And then we're going to cut it in smaller pieces. So this was sitting in the fridge for about 20 minutes and I'm ready to cut it. So as you can see, however hard you try, the sides will always look a little bit like this. So I'm going to trim off the sides. You don't have to. You can obviously, it's as delicious as a regular piece, but obviously I want it to look a little pretty. So I'm going to trim the edges and then I'll cut it into smaller pieces. So I'm using a serrated knife. The knife has to be sharp since the whipped cream is soft. So the moment I put the knife in, I don't want it to kind of collapse or bend on one side. So I'm using this really sharp serrated knife, and also I am going to measure my each piece. Again, you don't have to do this, but I just want them to look nice and perfect, so I'm measuring it. can slice it if you want. You don't want to slice it, that's also okay. You just directly dig into it. So I'm going to nicely put them on a nice plate and take them off the cake stand. But this is what it is, a beautiful tricolor cake. If you want, you can do some piping on the top and decorate, but I just want to keep it clean and simple, you know. So I had a lot of fun making this cake. One thing we did forget is I'm gonna taste it. I've been so excited to taste this. So I'm not gonna spoil any of the slices. I'm gonna taste the crumbs. They all taste the same, don't they? So I have a little, you know, extra here on the plate, and this is, oh my god, it's like a party of all Indian flavors in your mouth. It's beautiful. So oh my god, this is so nice. Whew. So try this cake out. You don't have to try all of them, just try one of them. And the good part is they're eggless. I know I get requested a lot of eggless recipes. So try this cake out, and or even one of them. Really, there are wonderful flavors. I hope you enjoyed this video. Happy baking and Jai Hind.